Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, with another youth rebuild, so to say. The Wonderkid rebuild 5-a-side is here again, and today it is a very special episode. We are coming in with the 3-time English champions. It is Blackburn Rovers, the team that is currently in the championship. The goal of this episode is going to be to take them back into Premier League football, and we will be building a very nice squad, hopefully, along the way. I hope you guys are looking forward to this. I personally love these rebuilds. They're a lot of fun to record. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's start off. Before we go into the rules, actually, sorry about that. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me just talk to you real quick. If you could smash that like button on this video, that'd be very much appreciated, guys. These rebuild videos are very important to me. I personally have a really good time recording these, and I feel like these are very much fun to watch as well. It's a very easy watch, something that you can follow along really nicely, and also at the same time see how some of the talents actually turn out to be. So make sure to drop that like button on this video. Leave your comments down below. Which team should I be doing next, and which talents should I be using as well? Now, let's get into the rules. Here it begins. We're only able to bring in players 21 years old and under. The Wonderkids can only surpass the original team's highest rated player by 3 overall, and we're only able to buy players within the career mode that are at least 28 years old or above, and we can only play just one game a season, okay? I hope you guys understand.
Let's do this.
By the way, the reason as to why I've picked up this team is because of Omar Morgan's comment. He says, do a Blackburn rebuild, like so Johnny can see. And a lot of you guys have shown that comment a lot of love. So the next team will also potentially be decided with you guys showing some love to one of the comments down below. Important thing to keep in mind. This time around in the rebuild, we have Blackburn Rovers, and we have 5 very, very special talents. Starting off with the main man himself, Lunin, right here, coming in with the age of 21. 6'4" tall goalkeeper that I believe belongs to Real Madrid still. He is looking like a very, very good goalkeeper. 75 rated, so still within the rules right there. He's coming in with some really good stats, and hopefully you will be keeping lots of clean sheets for Blackburn Rovers as we mean to go on throughout the career mode. In that centre-back position, we have gone for someone who I believe is a great talent and might just need a little bit more time to be able to play in the Premier League. It is Saliba, coming in for the Arsenal team, obviously. This season, came back from loan from Saint-Etienne, and now he is in the Arsenal squad. A lot of fans actually wanted him to be loaned out again. I don't know if he's actually been loaned out again, but he is coming in with 69 pace, 75 defending, 75 physical, and the height of 6'4". That is very impressive for a 19-year-old. He seems to be a physical specimen coming into the squad with that 74 rating. Moving along up the spine this time around, we have someone that not many people might know about, but he looks amazing. Dorley is the 3rd of the Wonderkids in this team. 73 rated with 86 pace, 63 shooting, 73 passing, 77 dribbling, 67 defending, 70 physical. He is looking amazing already. If you look at the graph up there, it just looks so good. So he is already such a well-rounded player who can play in many positions as well, who's going to be our CDM. So we're going to be focusing on him becoming a better defender in the development plans. Now, the original striker of Blackburn, Armstrong, is already a quite talented player. He's still going to go along and grow along nicely. I believe this is the Armstrong that used to be in the Newcastle squad as well. I might be wrong here. But we have in the striker position, Boadu, my favorite player in the beginning of Ultimate Team in my starter squad. 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 88 pace, 74 shooting, 76 dribbling. What more do you want? I mean, come on. What more do you want? This guy, we're going to turn him into an absolute beast, and hopefully he's going to carry us into the Premier League. And alongside him, one of the players that I have to admit I didn't have on my radar until this year. Kulusevski, who I believe played for Parma and then joined Juventus, looks like a beast of a player. A lot of people believe that he's going to be the next big thing in football, so I'm actually quite excited to see what he can achieve. He's the highest rated player that we have put into the squad within the rules, obviously. And 81 pace on him, 75 passing, 78 dribbling, 75 physical. He looks tall in his picture, and he actually is tall. I don't know why, but he has the face of a tall person. You know, that's what I'm trying to say here. 6'1" on the height. 20 years old, left-footed on the right-hand side, so he's probably looking to cut inside and shoot. His shooting, though, is one of his lowest stats, so we're going to try and upgrade that as fast as we can. But with that, the 5-a-side of Wonderkids have now completed the Blackburn squad. There's still plenty of positions to look into. Potentially this left-back spot right here in the name of Bell. That is definitely an upgrade that needs to be done. The centre-back position, right-back, basically every other position needs to be upgraded. We also have Lewis Holtby, who used to be a big talent, never really turned out to be one, to become a good player, sadly, and had plenty of teams that he played for. Now he's playing for Blackburn, surprisingly, so good luck to him in this squad. Hopefully, we can get a good result starting off here with this squad. Let's do the development plans. Very important. Starting off with the goalkeeper, we don't even need to get into it. He's going to be unbalanced. That is how it's going to go for him, because Lunin is obviously looking very good on a lot of his stats already. We're going to keep it unbalanced and grow him along nicely on everything. I don't want to have an unbalanced goalkeeper where his reflexes are insane, but his positioning is trash. So we don't want that to happen. We're going to move on to the next man in the team, which is the centre-back. It is Saliba. Now, this one is a little bit different. He is 6'4", as you know, and he is obviously not the most agile defender. So preferably, I would like to improve his dribbling alongside his defending. I think the pace is fine. Doesn't necessarily need an upgrade, but sweeper might be the way to go for him. I'm going to start off with that one for him. It's going to improve him physically as well. It's going to improve him on the defensive side, and his agility and reactions, and his sprint speed is going to go up. So sweeper is the style we're going to keep for Saliba, who has a high defensive work rate on him already, which I find to be very, very much very important on a defender. On to the man that I have found today and was like, wow, this guy looks amazing. We're going to go with Dorley, and we're going to focus on his defensive side of things. Okay, we want him to improve on his defense and his physicality. We're going to improve him as a defensive midfielder, and it's going to obviously help us out to make sure that we have someone in that CDM position that is going to chase people down, tackle them, try his best, be physical. He has a good amount of aggression in him, but he's struggling with strength. He's also struggling with the stand tackle and all that stuff. So we're basically going to be molding him into a CDM. He's right now more looking like a center mid, like a center attacking mid, if anything, but we need to make him into a CDM, and then he will look very, very good, because all of his other stats are looking great already. I mean, he has 88 agility already. That's something that tells you you're going to be able to use this guy to his best of his abilities in the midfield in terms of getting past defenders that are pushing towards him. So I like that. The good thing about Kulusevski is that he has one clear error. It is the fact that his finishing and shooting and all that stuff is just not good enough. So we need to focus on that. And at the same time, we might potentially upgrade his weak foot if we go with the inverted winger, or yeah, but I think we're going to go with the inverted anyways. That's the only one, actually. Shooting is going to be the main focus on him, and the 5-star weak foot. So when he does not cut inside to his left foot, he has his on his right. He can still finish it. So we're going to go with the inverted winger to upgrade those stats. It's going to improve his sprint speed as well. By the way, a young talent with 90 stamina is pretty impressive. And on to my favorite in this team, Boadu, coming in with that 5-star weak foot. Lots of pace as well. We want to improve his shooting and his physicality if possible. Poacher obviously only improves his stamina, but it would upgrade the most important things about being an attacker. But maybe complete striker is the way to go, because that one actually improves his composure. So I think composure is one of the most important stats on a striker. We do want that to be high up there. We're going to start off with that one. We might change it up to something else later on, but we're going to start off with the complete striker to get that composure up and also improve that stamina. Obviously, he does need some upgrades in terms of strength and all that stuff, but he only gets that with the target man, which isn't really ideal, in my opinion, for a player that I want to use in my team. So we're going to keep it that way on the complete striker, get that composure up, and also what is the other thing that I wanted? Yeah, finishing and shooting in general. The transfer budget at Blackburn currently is at 6.9 million. I've put a bunch of players onto the transfer market right now, And we're going to try and get rid of some of the deadwood in the team. If we can, that's going to be great because we do need some players to bring in the January transfer window. At that time, we'll know how the team is playing, who needs upgrades and all that good stuff. So we're going to play through half a season and then make a decision. But first of all, let's go through this transfer window, sell a few players. I'll show you who I've sold in a bit. So the first month is done. We have sold a couple of players and we are now moving into the championship season. The first game against Cardiff turns out to be a draw. And then we have some big boy games coming up against Bournemouth and Stoke City. Let me show you guys who we have sold. This is what we have right now. If we go to the archives, you can see Williams has been sold, 900k for him, 450k for Johnson, 575k for Bennett, and Holtby has been sold for 1.5 million. With that, our current budget has gone up to around 11.8 million. That is a really good amount to spend in the championship. But right now, we're going to focus mainly on our team. And I also have seen that we have an offer for Kulusevski. He is definitely not going anywhere. He's going to stick with us. We're not going to want any deals to come in for that man. He's going to stick with the team for a long time. And hopefully, he's going to carry us to glory. Obviously, the goal is to get Blackburn back into the Premier League. And as you can tell, we're getting off to a good start there. We have beaten Cardiff, gotten a draw against Cardiff, beaten Bournemouth and Stoke, and our next opponent as well. It's looking like we have built a decent team already with the Wonderkids joining in. But we do lose our first game against Barnsley there. And it's going to be a win to make up for it. Now we have Newcastle in the cup. I would expect us to lose there. Newcastle just have better players. Exactly what was expected. So the month of August actually started off pretty nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. So the last game with Luton Town, come on, ended on a good one. Ended on a good one. Away. Let's go. It's a win. Blackburn potentially going back up into the Premier League. That's the goal that we set ourselves. It's such a club that I believe they won with Shearer. I think they won the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to try and get them back to that Premier League now. Lads, this month of September, though, is not looking good. 2 losses and a draw. 3 losses. It started off so well. What happened to the boys? Let's check it out. We're going to stop the simulation. I'm going to go into the statistics of the players and check out why we're all of a sudden falling off as we are. We are in the 10th position. Blackburn Rovers needs to do better. This rebuild has to be better than this. We're 3 points away from the playoffs. Okay, so Norwich is ruining everyone. Bournemouth and Stoke City, the teams that we have beaten, are in the top 3. So something has changed. Something is going wrong. Let's check out the development within the team real quick. As we go into the statistics here, we can see Lunin has gone up to a 76 rating. That is good. Saliba has gone up to a 75, so that's a +1 for him. I want to see a +2 if possible. Dorley has gone down? What? He's literally 22 years old. Why has he gone down? What's going on here? That's the first time I've ever seen something like that. That's very confusing. Extremely confusing. Kulusevski +3. Oh boy, he's on fire. Okay, that's much better. Boadu going up to a 76 and Armstrong up to a 74. But Kulusevski potentially could be asking for a new contract soon enough. So we got to be very, very careful with stuff like that. We want these players to be happy. And Saliba right there, he's not happy with his play time. Oops, that's not good. We got to get rid of some of the centre-backs. Who is playing his games? Who is currently playing Saliba his games? That's important to see. So we're going to go up the list here and see which centre-back plays the most games. We have Saliba with 9. Why is he not happy with his play time? I don't get it. Who else is playing the games? Wharton, 65 rated. All right, bro, you're out. You're out, Wharton. I'm going to discard you now. The month of October has started decently, but then it's going down in performance. A loss and a draw later on. Stoke City a draw this time around. The team has somewhat gotten weaker, just like our CDM Dolly. I don't know why he has gone down, but it is super confusing. November, come on, November. Don't disappoint. Okay, that's a win. Queen's Park Rangers, we lost. Swansea, we won. Come on, 3 wins back-to-back to finish off the month of November. That's what we want. Come on, lads. Bristol City, it's a draw. I'm going to negotiate some contracts now just to keep the players happy. So the month of December has started off well. A draw and 2 wins now up against Bournemouth, one of the strongest teams in the league at home. And we are losing that game. That was to be expected. Just as it is to be expected that my camera turns off. Cardiff City, it's a win. Okay, so we have turned it around again. Can we finish it off strong before we get into the January transfer window? January transfer window coming up now. 3-0 win against Swansea. Come on, get another one to finish it off. Come on, lads. It's only Queen's Park Rangers. Let's go. Nice. Okay, January transfer window business commencing now. All right, I've just made a deal for Pedro Obiang, the former West Ham player, for Dak. Now, even though Dak is one of the highest rated players in our team, I had to get rid of him because I made a big mistake in extending his contract where I offered him too much money. So the team is kind of unhappy and I need to bring the team back to being happy again. So Dak sadly has to leave the team, even though he's probably going to be better than Obiang at some point. But we're just going to go with this right now to make up for the mistake that we've made in the past and get this man into the team. Pedro Obiang has now joined in for 31k and we had to put 2.8 million towards the deal plus Dak. So we have lost out on a little bit of money there, but it is going to be an upgrade on Dak, I believe. He is higher rated, 77 rated Pedro Obiang, who is going to be playing center midfield for us, not CDM. That is going to be the position that he plays in. Or actually, we can put him into CDM and put Dorley up the field a little bit. I feel like Dorley as a center mid would probably do better. I think he's going to be happier playing in that position, and I think we're going to keep it that way. For the left back position, we're going to go for Alfonso Espino, the blonde man right there. He is going to be the man that we try and put into that left back spot because Bell is too low rated and it causes us to lose a bunch of games because our defense's rating gets pushed down too much by him. So we want to spend a little bit of money on this guy. 4 million is what it's going to cost us alongside with Bell. That is the deal sealed, handshake given, and here we go. So that is a +4 overall upgrade in that left back spot. A decent amount of pace and all that good stuff. Hopefully he's going to help us out defending. Saliba is growing along nicely. Lenihan is looking all right. Niambe is obviously decent already. Lunin as well. So our defense is actually slowly becoming the best part of our team. Obviously, Kulusevski, insane growth. I don't know what he's on. Our wage budget was completely off. We had 300k in a wage budget. We still have another 10 million to spend. I think we need to bring in another center midfielder, guys. Someone to play alongside Dorley there. Travis is a bit too low rated. He's a talented player, but do I bring in a center mid or do I bring in a center back? Actually, I think I'm going to bring in a centre-back. Let's find a centre-back real quick. Another deal has been agreed for a centre-back. It's going to be Bastos from the Lazio team. A pacey centre-back that I want to bring into the team. 29 years old from Angola. That would be a beast of an upgrade on Lenihan on the team. That would be a great player to play alongside Saliba. That is the plan now. The deal has been signed. That is the biggest transfer we have made so far, I believe. The highest rated player coming into the squad, at least 28 years old, as always. 78 rating, valued at 10 million pounds. That is the player now to replace Lenihan and take over alongside Saliba. With those changes, hopefully, our team is going to do much better now in the defense. And now I have faith in the rest of the team because all these players are going to be growing. Lots of them are still younger. Niambe, Armstrong, Travis, all these lads are still growing. And then we have brought in some experienced players to help them out as well. So let's see how the second half of the season goes. Before we actually go into that, let me show you the league table. The league table right now is looking spicy, okay? It's looking spicy. It's looking interesting. We're going to jump in there if it lets me. Thank you. EFL Championship. And here we go. We are in that 6th position, just on the cusp of playoffs, okay? That's where we are, guys. 48 points, 49 on Millwall, 48 Nottingham Forest, and 45 on Reading. Brentford, the 2nd position team, is 6 points ahead of us. That is where we want to be. I need this team to be back into the Premier League, okay? That's where we need to be. Let's move on. Let's see how the team does in these upcoming months now. As the month of January is not going too bad. Lots of draws, but also wins. Unbeaten so far, and even got a draw against Everton. That is not bad. I'm pretty happy with how things are looking right now, and a win to finish it off. Probably going to lose against Everton here in the cup, and we do so. That is totally fine. We move on into February. Actually, let me check some of the players' wages. We could have some issues there as always. We do need some wins to finish off the month of February, but we keep on getting draws. What's going on, man? We're just getting 1 point out of every game right now. Get a win. There we go. Finish it off on a win, man. What the hell? This is it now. It's the month of March. A draw, a win, a win. Barnsley beat us the first time when we played them. It's a win this time. Let's go, guys. That's massive. Another win, please. Please, please, please. Ah, draw. In the league table, we are currently 7 points behind Norwich. If we didn't pick up that many draws, bro, we would have been up there. We would have been up there. Nottingham Forest is going to go up, it seems. First position for them. Then we also take a look at the growth in the team. Boadu, 78 now. Dolly went down to 72. Now is a 76 rated player. Kulusevski up to an 83 from a 77 when he came in. Unbelievable growth there. Saliba up to a 78. Lunin up to a 79. Finish it off strong, guys. You only have a bunch of games left here. We have a full month of April and a couple of games in May. I want you guys to win it. I want you guys to freaking win it. Let's do it. We are off to a great start. It's 2 wins to start off April. Let's make it 3. It's 2 away games coming up, though. Could be bad. And we lose. We actually lose. Please don't lose again. Please don't lose again. We win. Okay. Okay, so 3 wins, 1 loss. Not ideal, but this is it. The last month. Derby County coming up here. It is a loss. Let me see the league table. Let me see the league table. We're not going to make it into the top 2 anymore. That is for sure. But we're also not going to go down by the looks of it. This is the last game coming up now against Luton Town, guys. We should be, technically speaking, in a good position for the playoffs right now. We are going to make it into the playoffs. The question is, can we get through the playoffs and get into the Premier League? It screams for me to jump in there and play the game. Luton Town. It is a win. Okay, we're through. We're through into the playoffs. We are up against Bournemouth. Okay, Bournemouth is a tough one, man. That is a hard one. Bournemouth is up against us, lads. And then it's Watford or Brentford. Oof, not looking good. I have to be completely honest, going into this game, I don't have a good feeling. Bournemouth is a really good side, and we do have a red card on Armstrong. If we can get a draw out of the first game, I'll be happy. It's actually a win. Come on then, lads. First game is a victory against Bournemouth right there. Now, the second one is coming up. To make it a little bit more exciting, I'm going to sim this one like this. It's aggregated 1-0. It's 2-0. Come on. Oscar has done it. Oscar has scored and Armstrong have scored. Okay, boys. Here we are now. Playoffs finals. This is where we need to be. I have to play this game. And we need to get this team back into the Premier League. The team has improved massively throughout the season. Let's do one last check before we go into the last bits of the season. Let's go into the development of these players and check it out. 75 to 79 for Lunin. He has grown along so nicely. Would highly recommend a goalkeeper like him in a career mode where you have like a 3-star, 3.5-star, 4-star team. He is going to be growing along very nicely and improving loads, especially through training sessions on goalkeepers. You can obviously improve them a lot, so I would highly recommend trying something like that for him. Then we have obviously Saliba, +6. +6. The sweeper development plan has taken this man to new levels. +6 is impressive. That is incredible. Genuinely unbelievable growth in just one season for him. Moving on into the midfield, we now obviously have Dolly, who started off badly. He went down to a 72. Now he's up at a 77. And look at those stats. It's nearly all greens, apart from shooting. His defending has gone up from a 67 to a 75. That is why he has become so much more of a well-rounded midfielder now. Look at this. Acceleration, agility, aggression, balance, sprint speed, stamina, all above 85. Those things are so good to see. His strength has gone up to a 68 as well. It's keeping on going up. This is definitely a player that I would highly suggest to people. Try him out, man. He has some really good stats on him. And 4-star. What else do you want in a midfielder? I would probably use him as a centre mid rather than a CDM, but he looks class. So good on him on growing that much. And we also have Kulusevski. who has grown by +6 as well, just like Saliba. We have focused on the things that he wasn't good at, and his shooting has gone up to an 80 now. Just in general, a physical beast, of course, down that right-hand side with the 91 stamina, 92 sprint speed. So he is very good in those things. His aggression isn't as high, but his composure has gone up, I believe. So that's good as well. His shot power gone up to an 80. That was something that we needed to focus on. His finishing has gone up to an 82, which kind of maxed out already for this season. So congratulations for Kulusevski, one of the biggest talents in Italy right now, or playing in Italy right now, I should say. Looking forward to see what he can achieve in his career. Then going down to Boadu, he has only gone up by a +3, which is a bit disappointing, but apparently he has not been played all of the games. At least that's what I'm hearing. You can see right here his composure has gone up nicely. That was something that we wanted to focus on. His finishing is currently at an 86, so you would think that someone like him has done a little bit better. But I think this is one of those cases where the player itself does really well when you use him, but when you simulate, it doesn't translate as well because his stats are a little bit too low in certain areas. Because if you play with this guy with the pace and the weak foot, you're going to have a great freaking time. A great freaking time. So let's check the stats overall. This season, Boadu, only 3 goals. Wow. Only 27 games, only 3 goals. That should tell you enough. For some reason, the game has not played him properly. Armstrong with 28 goals and 5 assists. I'm assuming he has been played as a striker for no reason. Kulusevski with 14 goals and 8 assists. And then how about our main man in the middle? 2 goals and 3 assists from Dorley. So not too impressive on that side of things. Blackburn Rovers against Watford. A team that has just gone down, trying to go back up. Can we prevent them from doing so? And can we achieve our objective of this video of taking Blackburn Rovers back into the championship? I hope we can. I really, really hope we can. Our team definitely is good enough, but we are playing on ultimate difficulty with the competitive mode turned on. So wish me luck here, guys. First game ever with this squad. I will have to adjust as well, but we're going to use the wings. I feel like the wings are going to be super effective because we do have the likes of Armstrong as well with the pace. And Armstrong straight away in there, crosses in. Boadu tries to stretch for it, sadly not working out. So the first chance belongs to us. It didn't turn out as well as we hoped to. Down to the left, Blackburn in the iconic blue and white kits here. Boadu with the pace. Boadu sees the run of Travis. Travis back into the middle. It's a horrible pass from him. Dorley, good pass. He needs help. Boadu needs help. Boadu does need that good run. Oh, Dorley still fighting for it. Well done. Armstrong is through. Again, another bad pass. But again, we keep getting the ball back. So good stuff from the team here. Dorley sees the run of Travis. Travis now given a little bit of space. He could shoot from here, and he does exactly that. None of the Wonderkids, one of the originals. Travis into the top left corner, bangs it in. He actually is a talented player as well. Definitely not high potential, but good enough potential to play for a team like Blackburn. It is the assist of Dorley. Dorley has gotten himself an assist there, and Travis bangs it top left. Things you'll love to see. There is some good passing play within this Watford team, and now they're getting into a dangerous position. The former team of Richarlison, I should say. And now we have it. We have it. Now Kulusevski. He's down that left. Down that right, I should say. Sorry. Into Dorley now, who's making great attacking runs. Dorley looking for Kulusevski again. Kulusevski now down that right. He's pushing in. Kulusevski. Oh, that's great pace. That is great dribbling. He is quite tall, but still agile enough. It is Blackburn taking the lead 2-0. Dudes, I'm telling you, this guy actually felt really surprisingly good in terms of his dribbling. And the left-footed shot, obviously, as a right winger on his left foot, when he does cut inside, he is super dangerous. And that is why we improved his shooting. At the beginning, he might have not scored that. Now he does. That's why you improve the statistics that are too low on these players. Don't just focus on pace or anything like that. A lot of people in FIFA's like to focus on pace, and they think it's all about pace, pace, pace. It just isn't. Trust me, I've used plenty of players in the past that have incredible pace, and when they get in front of goal, they just don't know how to finish their meal. It's terrible. So you do need people to have balanced statistics, especially in the attack positions. You need people that can score. And here goes Armstrong talking about people who can score. Let's finesse it. Armstrong, oh my god, Watford is getting absolutely smashed, and with that we are gonna do it, lads. Armstrong doing the Cristiano Ronaldo. Come on, an original. 2 originals have scored for Blackburn. It's Travis and Armstrong. Surprised about the performance of these lads, but hey man, I'll take it. It's a great freaking run, and again I believe this time it's Obiang with the pass, and that finish is just class, pure class. Look at that, with the finesse, takes his time, bangs it off the crossbar, no chance for the goalkeeper. And I do believe Watford is done here. So what I'm going to do now is sim the rest of the match and enjoy my meal. So see you guys when we lift up the trophy. Boadu! Boadu! 4-0! Let's go! Hey, he has scored as well. Good for him after having that much of a terrible season due to the game actually not playing him in the position where he should have been played. So sad to see him not actually grow as much as he could have. But it shows, even though he didn't play as much, he grew by plus 3, I believe. So not too bad. Not too bad. Consider if he actually played games, he would have probably gone up by plus 6 as well. So just so you guys know, that is the only reason why he has not gone up too much. But we're going to step in here in the last few minutes and take over, as Watford have been absolutely crushed. They do not have a chance of coming back into Premier League football because this team, Blackburn Rovers, has has taken them apart. It is 4-1. Now Watford have scored 1 goal, but that is not going to be enough. We are going to be winning this game. The referee will be blowing the whistle, and with that, the rebuild goal that I've set myself when I saw the Blackburn team is actually gonna work out. We have done it at Wembley. Man, I would genuinely love this if Blackburn could go up with Leeds United in the league as well. 2 of the more traditional clubs returning into the Premier League. That would be amazing. But we have just finished it. The 5-a-side of Wonderkids have done it, along with the likes of Obiang coming into the team. The man on the left-hand side, the left back coming in with the 74 rating. And we have also brought in some midfielders and all that good stuff. So pretty much very happy with the way things have turned out. Blackburn only need a few missing pieces to their team to actually get it done. In real life, I actually don't know where Blackburn is right now. So let me just quickly check. As you can see, the stuff happening in the background. Anyways, in the championship right now, Blackburn is in... Ooh, where are they? 6th? Yes! Come on then, Blackburn. 6th. That's not bad. So hopefully they can get it done, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the 5-a-side Wonderkids rebuild. They have shown what they can do. Kulusevski, definitely one of the more outstanding players in his team. Would highly recommend. And Boadu, if you actually play your games, is such a fun player to use. And the rest, of course, Dorley as well. Hidden gem. Get him into your team. Have a good day, guys. Take care. See you next time. Peace.